Hey guys, this is Late Boy Scout for another Vlog Thursday review. Today we're looking at the Thrunite Ti3 pocket and keychain flashlight. Now, I've been very satisfied up till now with my Streamlight MicroStream, which has been kind of a go-to standard for all kinds of everyday carry use. Really like it still. The main thing that I just cannot get away from on this light is this right here, the S-Clip, which allows you to, yeah, that's right, get your hat out and clip this onto the bill of your hat. Got to flex that a little bit. Clip it onto the bill of your hat, and all of a sudden, you've got a little headlamp, just like that. Clip it onto your hat like that. Man, that is so hard to get away from and to beat, really, with any other light. So, why would I take on this light to test and review? And by the way, thanks to the folks over at Thrunite for sending me this one. Why would I try this one out when it doesn't seem to be able to beat that one? I'll show you in a minute how and why I think it does, actually. And a couple other points. During the course of this brief review, I will be using the same battery in every one of these flashlights. It's this one right here, Duracell Quantum. They're all fresh, brand new, straight out of the package. Using the exact same battery, so they should be getting, maximum performance or relatively maximum performance. Then over here we'll also do some comparison, if I can speak in this vlog episode, of the 4.7's Preon 1. This is the PFI Special in hot pink. Is that color coming through? I don't think it is. It's really nice looking though. So we will be comparing it to that, which I think it compares pretty favorably against and actually beats. I think Thrunite beats this one. And what's the price point on this? On Amazon.com, we might as well cover this now. Amazon.com, it's about 19 bucks. Yeah, so 20 bucks for the Thrunite Ti3. An extremely good price for that. Amazon.com, probably some other retailers where you can pick that up. So let's talk about these flashlights. Again, I said that this one has been my old standby. The lumen count on this, I think, is about 28. It kind of varies depending on the battery you put in it and the strength of it. If you put in some Energizer lithium or something good like a Duracell Quantum, I don't know how great Quantum is, but it seems to be pretty strong so far, then you might get a little above that or a little below that, again, depending on which batteries you put in it. Needless to say, or whatever the case, it's been very satisfactory for me. It's been a good amount of light for virtually all situations and just about anything that I want to do with it. And I'll turn off the lights here in a second and give you guys a better representation of what each light can do. But it's been pretty satisfactory. So why would I take on the Thrunite Ti3? And here's where I think this light beats both of these. Okay, so you've got a little pocket clip there. Seems to be, fine. It's not completely flush. Neither is the Preon. Okay, so they're about equal as far as that's concerned. The Preon, you can see, is kind of a band that goes all the way through there. If you'd have to unscrew that in order to take the pocket clip off. All right, that's fine. So, it's an all right design. How does the pocket clip on this one compare? Well, it's actually, if you can see here, it actually is a clip. Okay, it is a clip, but it clips on. The clip clips on and clips off. And reverse it. Goes right there. Very easy to do, and guess what that means? Yeah, that's right. You can pop that on the bill of your hat just as easily as you can the Streamlight MicroStream and get a much, much better throw, a much lighter package. Well, they're very, very similar in weight and size, but this is a bit smaller, much easier to carry at the bottom of your pocket, I think. And yeah, shoots a nice bright beam, brighter than this one, with a better spot on it, I think, and better throw, better spill all around. So, yes, I think the Ti3 actually does beat the Streamlight MicroStream, as well as the Preon 1. Now, I may not have the exact lumen counts on this one or this one. The Preon 1, I think, has gone through a few different variations of the actual lumen count. I'm not a huge flashlight freak, guys, so please pardon me if I don't give you precise lumen counts and so forth. I'll just tell you that there's kind of a low mode, a medium mode, a high mode, and some hidden modes and stuff like that, and they're very, very bright. I think this one goes up to like 120 plus lumens, And this is kind of comparable, actually, if you just compare them with the current batteries that are in them. And we'll see that in just a second. All right, but guys, this is an absolutely fantastic flashlight. I've loved it. Look how tiny that is. Really, really small. Some nice knurling there on the head, the bezel, and also up over in the sort of the, I guess you'd call it the handle, but you know, the whole thing is so small, it's all a handle. Now, I do feel like there's enough resistance there that it's kind of difficult to turn on and off with one hand. You kind of can, and there it is in low mode or kind of moonlight mode. You kind of can do it, but it's also, I find it to be kind of tricky. I mean, I just don't do it very well. Maybe it's because I'm always trying to do it left-handed, you know, because I keep that in my left pocket. I pull it out and I try to do it left-handed. I don't have as much dexterity with my left hand. Maybe that's all it is. So it can be done for sure. And I don't know, in a lot of ways I do still kind of prefer the momentary on clicky switch of the Streamlight MicroStream. But anyway, in virtually every other way, this has it beat. All right, so what else do I like about the light? It's just a good small package. It's excellent. Here's the tin that it comes in, Thrunite Ti3 written on there. And here's what it comes with in the package. You've got an extra O-ring right here, so hang on to that in case the one you have in the light ever breaks and dies. And you've also got a chain, all right, a little keychain thing that you can just kind of flex that out, fit it into this little hole right here, like that, and then you can hang that whole thing on your keychain. I've done that. It works okay. It's a little bigger than I like to have on my keychain as far as flashlights are concerned. I'm not really a keychain flashlight guy. It's not to say that it's a bad thing. If you are and you like the idea of having this size of a light on your keychain, go for it. It works great. It works really, really well. All right, so that's what it comes with, and it's all a good package all around. So let's get into the light test. We might as well do that now. I think I've said everything I want to about the light. It's fantastic. I think it's an outstanding value and good battery life. Very durable thus far. I've kind of tossed it up into the sky and let it land on the grass many, many times, and didn't do that on concrete because I knew what would happen. It would probably ding it all up and maybe break it. But I think throwing it onto dirt and onto grass, that's pretty standard stuff, and it held up really well. By the way, as far as just wear and, you know, on the anodization of that aluminum, virtually none, maybe a little bit here and there, but that has rattled around in my pocket with a lot of different things, a couple of times even this. So it should have a lot more wear on it, and it's taking wear much more slowly than something like the MicroStream has for me. So, I don't know, that tells you that it's just a really well put together package. Good quality manufacturing and all that stuff. I think it's on par as far as manufacturing and, you know, just quality with the Preon, but I do like it better than the Preon for the reasons I think I've explained. So let's compare it real quick and show you some of the how the light looks and compare it to some of these other ones. Let's turn off these shop lights here and hopefully we can get a good representation of what each light looks like. Let's start with the Streamlight MicroStream. All right, so we have kind of a big spill and a hot spot in the center. All right, pretty hot center spot. You can see a lot of artifacts in the spill there. And I'm not super picky. Once again, I'm not a big flashlight freak, so it's been very functional for me. Haven't minded that so much in the past. But that's kind of what you get with the MicroStream. Another big problem with the MicroStream is that, and I've heard this from a lot of people, and I've experienced it once myself, it does have a kind of a chronic flicker problem. I don't know why that is. This version of it, this I think it's the C4 LED. Yeah, I think I don't know, some manufacturing issues. They will take care of that for you if you take it into a Streamlight, what do you call, warranty center. But the fact that it has it is a big downside. So there's the Streamlight, and see, that's what that looks like. Now we'll move on to the Preon, which has kind of one mode. Oh, sorry, I skipped the first mode. One mode, all right, very kind of dim. That's the low mode, a medium mode, and a high mode. And it's got a kind of a bigger, wider hotspot in the center and a spill that is much, much cleaner. I'm turning it right now, but you can't tell very well. It's difficult to see. The artifacts, it's relatively free of artifacts, so it's pretty clean. And it's just a kind of a big, wide spill that sheds that light over a big, broad area. Yeah, it does a really good job. And it does have that hidden mode, so if you cycle through those modes a couple of times, there it is. So there's the SOS. I skipped over the strobe, but it's there. All right, and is that SOS or is that just beacon? I think that's beacon right there. Yeah, that's it, shifting to beacon. Anyway, so it's got a handful of different modes on there, and the beacon light will come up here in a second, like right about there. So anyway, it's got a bunch of those modes on it. More modes than most people would ever use. All right, and now here comes the the Ti3 and all of its modes. This is the coolest one, I think. Moonlight mode, so freaking low. All right, that is very, very, very low. I mean, what this basically is a mode designed to kind of, you know, be what you need in, let's say you're in a car and you're reading a map and, you know, the person driving doesn't want to be distracted by the light that you're shining. This is the mode for that, all right? To get just barely enough light to get a little bit of work done and move on. So that's what Moonlight mode is all about. And it works pretty nicely. Then we move on to the medium mode, which is got a nice, you know, a big wide spot. I'd say that's a wider center spot than on the Prion, and kind of on par as far as brightness is concerned. Then we go to the highest mode. Yeah, and a very, very hot spot right there. I would say that, yeah, as I pull that way back, it's filling the entire screen, and extremely hot in the center. So it's got a comparable spill to it, and a comparable sized hotspot, but I'd say the hotspot is brighter on this one. It's also a bit warmer. It's hard to tell that right now and on the screen, but looking at them off camera, I could definitely tell that this has got a cooler spot to it than this one does. It's kind of warmer in color. Which one do I like better? I would say that they are on par with one another as far as brightness, as far as usability of the beam. But as far as usability of the actual light, I'd say the Thrunite is better. And it does have a hidden mode as well. We cycle through low, medium, high, low. Oh, there it was. There it is, strobe. All right? And you're dying right now, having a seizure, so we'll turn that off. And get the lamps back on. Might as well. So guys, that is my kind of review, I guess, and assessment and comparison of the Thrunite Ti3 versus the the Prion 1x47s and the Streamlight MicroStream. I think it's got them both beat, and at an extremely good price, just $20 or so over there at Amazon.com and some other places probably. An excellent little EDC light, pocket light, keychain light, however you want to use it. It's full featured, it's durable, it's easy to use, and yeah, very, very convenient, especially, again, with that one feature that I've come to have a really hard time living without. Its ability to, it clips off, it pops off too, if you're not careful, but its ability to clip onto a ball cap and turn into a headlamp is just the coolest feature ever. So I love that. That's been my review. It's been a Vlog Thursday, quick and dirty, you know, unedited, rambling kind of review. I hope it's been helpful to you. I'm the Late Boy Scout. We'll see you guys later.